When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was.
Okay, so I want to talk about love today. Yay. Okay, so this is a conversation I had earlier today with one of my friends. And I said, how do people know when they're in love? Like, what is that feeling, that emotion? Like, what happens to people that they know that they're in love? Like, I think about my best friend. She's getting married, she's having a baby, and she has decided to commit her life to another person. Like, what does that feel like? What does that look like? What is that? I don't get it. I personally don't get it.
And you wanted me in this video because of love?
No, I just wanted to get your perspective on it, because I'm trying to think about, we yearn for that love from our parents or from our father. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, like, they set you up to show you what it quote unquote means to be loved by someone, because that's your initial reaction. But when there's a lack of father or a lack of mother there, you are missing a portion of that lesson to be learned when it comes to being in love. And so now you're out here fending for yourself in the real world, trying to figure out what it is, going through relationships, from relationships, things to things, people to people, and searching for something, but you don't even really know what you're searching for, because your parents didn't give it to you, whatever quote unquote that is, from an early age. So how do you know when you found it? Like, whatever that is.
I think what I did was had to model it off of one. I mean, I guess there's different types of love, so I'm not sure which kind of love you're talking about, but like the regular love, not the in love and I want to be with you forever, but just regular love. Even if it wasn't shown from parents, I got that one from other family members, like my grandmother, or just like God, knowing, people say God is love, and so got that. But then in relationships, I realized what love was from realizing what it wasn't, and just realizing what I wanted for myself, and knowing what I did not want. So when I was cheated on, or when I didn't feel important, or if the person didn't listen to me and they weren't there for me, I knew that's what love wasn't. And so just dealing with that in a couple relationships, I started to create my own image of what my love was like.
So are you saying that you have to go through those things, or let's just say your personal experience, that you had to go through those things to find out what it wasn't in order to know what it is? Like, that's
in relationships. I learned
from your perspective
what I wanted from love, and how I felt love, and how I received love based on what it wasn't. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You're trying to finesse that.
I wasn't trying to finesse it, but I guess that is right, because it sounds like, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
good, but
no, I'm not saying that it has to sound right or wrong, because obviously it's your perspective. But I find it interesting that you have to go through the storm in order to enjoy the sunny days.
But that's
let's say love.
That's anything.
I don't think you necessarily have to go through awful things in order to appreciate the good things. I don't really know. I don't know what else, but I personally don't think that I have to be hurt and sad and upset in order to know what it feels like to be happy.
Not to know
I don't want to go through any of those struggles. I don't want to deal with any of those things. Like, I really don't want to. I want that. I just want that love, that unconditional, I love you, I'm there for you, I care for you, I'm with you, and I want to feel that, and I want to believe that, and I want to have that, that connection with someone that's far beyond, just physical or momentary type things. Like, I want our souls to be, like, so in tune with each other that there's no way that I can live my life as I would like to live it without your soul in it.
Yeah, that is beautiful what you just said. Beautiful.
Say quote unquote soulmates or whatever. Like, I believe in that. I believe that there's some kind of fiery connection that's in between, some kind of energy between you and I. And that through it all, I know that nothing will be the same if you were not there. I know I would be even better all the way around if you're there. So I'm trying to figure out, how do people, I'm not saying that you know this answer, but that's my question to the world. How do people know, like, when you found that, or when you found whatever you consider to be in love?
Well, what I'm gonna say is that the situation I'm in right now is nothing like what I've ever experienced before. And of course, because I'm with a woman. But aside from that, in the relationship, the connection that my partner and I have is nothing like I've experienced before. And it's just the way I know is that like when we have conversations with each other, and like from the very first time that we hung out, just us, because we've hung out other times and we talk about those times we've hung out with other people, it still had just been me and her. Like we really went back and thought about times when we've all hung out, and it was like, I just want to be around you. Like, fuck what everybody else doing. I want to do what they doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always on a friendly basis. But then when it was just me and her hanging out, it was like, it wasn't that we got along, everything we said matched each other. It wasn't that. It's that we understood each other instantly.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't false. Like it was like legit. When we're having conversation, we're there till the place closed down and don't even realize that everybody else has left.
Right.
And we're talking and we're on the same page and we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and it's like going like this and like this and like this, as opposed to meeting each other, because then you go stay stagnant. But we was like going like this, and then when we're around each other, absolutely, we can just lay here and fucking giggle and tickle each other, and it just be great. But then we can also have conversations about intellectual things. She can check me on my bullshit. I check her on hers. It's just a different connection that I've never had with anyone before, because other times it's been clouded with, I don't want to say this because they're going to get upset. But with her, I don't even necessarily have to say it. She already knows.
Yeah.
And it's really scary, because it's like, how the fuck, how could this be happening this soon? But that's also why I know that it's one of those soul connections, because it's just no answers to it.
Right.
There's no, you can't apply logic to this situation.
Like I did a voice report one day when I was just so emotional and so upset, and I was talking about that love, and I say it's almost, I can't even explain what it is. Like I want it to be to where if someone asks me, like, I am so beyond blown that I can't even give you a logical reason of why this is happening. It has to be the universe. It has to be something totally out of my control in order to feel that way. And when I think about past relationships, like, I've been in a relationship with a person that nothing had ever been the same. Like, it was very... not overwhelming is the wrong word, because it sounds like it was too much for me, but it was very different, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed that connection in that moment. But it didn't say like that, because I think we've always had that connection, but we were still two different people. Mm-hmm. And there was no way, at this moment, there's no way that we can be together. Mm-hmm. Like I love this person with everything in me, but there's no way that we can be together. But there's still a connection there that I can't break, I can't make anew, I can't start over. Like, I can't, like, act as if it's not true, but...
yeah, because I think if it's a true connection, like a soul connection like that, you're going to carry that person with you forever. Y'all have left a mark on each other, and y'all are forever changed. But...